Donald Trump paid tribute to Hulk Hogan with funeral letter. Donald Trump paid a heartfelt tribute to wrestling legend Hulk Hogan following his passing, demonstrating the deep friendship the two shared over decades. According to an exclusive interview with WWE legend Blair, a touching letter from President Trump was read aloud during Hogan's memorial service on August 5, 2025. Blair described the letter as wonderful, reflecting not only the respect Trump had for Hogan, but also the personal bond between them. Although Trump was not physically present at the service, his sentiments were powerfully conveyed through the letter, which Hogan's manager shared with those attending. Hulk Hogan, born Terry Jean Balea, passed away on July 24, 2025, at the age of 71 due to a heart attack, which was further complicated by a history of leukemia. The private funeral took place in Largo, Florida, at the church where Hogan was baptized just 2 years earlier in 2023. The ceremony was intimate but significant, attended by family, close friends, and numerous notable figures from the wrestling world, including Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Kid Rock, and comedian Theo Von. As a tribute to Hogan's iconic persona and career, mourners wore yellow boutonnieres, a nod to the legendary wrestling colors he was known for. In addition to the letter, President Trump also commemorated his longtime friendship with Hogan by sharing a nostalgic throwback photo of the two arm wrestling. This image symbolized their close connection, which dates back to the 1980s when Trump Plaza hosted consecutive WrestleMania events, pivotal moments in wrestling history. Over the years, their friendship only grew stronger, with Hogan publicly endorsing Trump's 2024 presidential campaign and making appearances at his rallies, highlighting the mutual respect and support they maintained. For those interested in a more personal insight into Hogan's legacy and the emotional atmosphere of his memorial, Blair shared reflections on the service in an exclusive video interview. Blair's account provides a heartfelt perspective on the impact Hogan had on those around him, both inside and outside the wrestling ring, and how the world remembered a true wrestling icon. 3 clear signs. Triple H is ruining Roman Reigns. Despite Roman Reigns' lengthy and dominant title reign, he was denied a championship rematch after losing the undisputed WWE title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40, a controversial creative choice that left many fans puzzled and disappointed. Traditionally, top champions are afforded the chance to reclaim their titles, especially after such an iconic and history-making run. The decision was particularly questionable, given that Rhodes himself received a quick rematch following his own loss to John Cena, raising accusations of inconsistent booking and perceived favoritism. Under Triple H's creative direction, Reigns' on-screen presence has also suffered from repetitive and predictable write-off angles. The formula is almost identical each time. He competes in a marquee match at a premium live event, is attacked backstage or taken out in a dramatic segment, and then disappears for weeks or even months before returning. While such absences can work to build anticipation, overusing this pattern has instead dulled its impact, making Reigns' appearances feel less special and more formulaic. Moreover, since the conclusion of the Bloodline storyline, a narrative that once elevated Reigns to one of the most compelling characters in modern wrestling, his portrayal has shifted from an unstoppable tribal chief to a figure often struggling to maintain dominance. Even in matches he wins, the booking has undercut his aura. For example, at SummerSlam, instead of cementing his authority with a decisive victory, his momentum was overshadowed when Jey Uso scored the actual pinfall over Solo Sikoa, inadvertently reducing the perceived significance of Reigns' triumph. Taken together, these decisions, denying a rightful title rematch, recycling predictable disappearance storylines, and chipping away at his aura of dominance, have generated widespread fan frustration. Critics argue that Triple H's handling of Reigns risks eroding years of careful character building. While Reigns remains one of WWE's biggest attractions, such creative missteps could weaken his long-term legacy, turning what was once the company's most compelling run into a slow fade rather than a lasting reign of supremacy.